Hey, it's Andrzej on Software. This week is a lot about public speaking to me because on Saturday I will have a talk to a big audience of people, of software craftsmen, at a software craftsmanship conference in Poland called Boiling Frog in Wrocław. And I also receive quite many questions about public speaking on Twitter or on Snapchat. And I think I will cover this topic a bit more soon. Today I want to focus on just one small area, how I'm thinking about a public talk, similarly as I think about public speaking similar as I think about the software. I think this metaphor works well for programmers, and this is where is the area of focus. So, for example, if I submitted a talk 3 months ago to a conference and I have, usually people expect the title, but it's not always the case. I usually try to give the title as late as I can. But I have some vision of the talk already. So a talk is not a software, and it's also not slides, to be clear. But you should have like your vision of what it does. And there are some acceptance criteria for the talk to be good, in my opinion. And everyone can have different criteria. I have my own, but I want to share my own with you. And for me, it's 3 criteria, but the one which is most important is whether my talk educates. So even if I'm presenting a controversial opinion or something that people may not agree with, the main goal, maybe not the main goal, but there should be an aspect of education, of educating. Like maybe I'm showing a different way of looking at a problem, and that's already valuable. And so that's education, like this is like the main acceptance criteria. The second one is whether I inspire. Whether I trigger something in people that will make them think about something in a different way, in a new way, whether I connect some dots in their heads. So that's that's the second of my goal. And the third goal, which is probably the most difficult usually to achieve, especially among programmers, is I try to entertain people. So I want my talk to be maybe not like a funny show, but it usually has some element of, humor. Obviously, you need to be careful with that. Not everything is the same, funny in the same way to all the people. So I try to be careful here, but I have some maybe not jokes, but maybe some funny slogans, something that would also fit into a tweet should be good also for the talk. So my MVP of a talk should be like educational, should be inspiring, and should be entertaining. And then I'm iterating on the version of this talk. So for example, 3 months ago, I've had one version of my talk which I will deliver on Saturday, but over time it kept changing. It's the same like with software. I learned more, I researched more, so the vision of the talk kept changing. Now that I have 5 days to the talk, I will present the talk to the user group, and I am doing it already after having 15 tests of my talk just for my own, so I was just speaking to myself. And now I will speak to a small group of people at the Ruby user group, and I will get some feedback. Some people will get bored. I will try to notice it. I will try to notice when I have the people lost, or which jokes are good and which are not. And then I will change it again, and on Saturday, hopefully I will have a nice version of the talk. So to summarize, thinking about public talk as similarly as we think about a prototype or an MVP, minimal viable product, in software. That's very similar here. And thanks for listening.